with Mr. Food No Fuss Meals with another installment on our little informational series here, produced by Nick Wilson. What I want to talk to you about today is the question that we get quite frequently: can I really save money by doing this? And I want to point out the fact that you absolutely can. And this is really going to be a two-part session. And we're going to deal with the first part in this video. We're going to compare your cost of doing this and using it at home and what you would be paying if you did takeout or dine in at a casual quick serve sort of restaurant. So I really want you to focus on the savings here, because you may not realize it, but there's really a substantial amount that you can save if you just use our service for a little bit. First of all, if you assume that you go to a casual quick service restaurant, let's just say, for sake of argument and to make the math easy, you're going to take 5 people. Let's say it's a family of 5. The average ticket, if you just look at the price of a meal, is going to run you on the order of about $10 a person, $10 to $11 a person. So if we say that's just $50 just as is, now you've got to add in on that tax and tip. And when you go to a restaurant, you've got taxes. You're going to run probably around 8% all in, and that number is kind of going up 0.5% here in Mecklenburg County as we speak. And you're going to leave a tip, and I would assume that most of you are going to be generous people, and you're going to leave between a 15 and a 20% tip. But what all that's going to do together is that's going to push your cost of that meal, and that's not including paying for any drinks, potentially any appetizers, or getting talked into a dessert. You're going to be around $60, $61, $62 per serving, or rather per meal for 5 people. Now, let's contrast that with a Mr. Food No Fuss meal. On average, our meals are going to run about $23 for food that will serve 4 to 6 folks, and it will serve 5 comfortably at $23 on average. Could be as low as $19, maybe as high as $24 or $25. We don't have tax, at least not the same tax that you pay at a restaurant, because we have food that is prepared but not cooked, so the taxes are lower. You're still going to walk out the door on the order of $23.50 after taxes. Now, think about that. We're talking about a savings that's going to be on the order of $38 a meal. $38 a meal. If you were to replace 2 meals out at a casual quick serve restaurant, and these are obviously at $10 a plate, you're not talking about an extravagant restaurant. You're talking about the real casual quick serves, something maybe with a Tuesday in the name, that might remind you of an Apple, or maybe even Friday. This is not big ticket meals. That's $38 a meal. If you replace 2 of those meals in the course of a week, and that's either takeout or dine in, for 52 weeks of the year, you can save nearly $4,000. $4,000 by eating Mr. Food No Fuss meals in your own home. Think about that as well. You're saving the driving and the headache of waiting for a table and all of the noise that goes on, which, even though you're eating together, can keep you from really being able to communicate as a family or as a group of friends. So there's real money to be saved, and in these times it's very, very important to be able to do that. And it's easy to do. You're saving your time, you're saving a significant amount of money, up to as much as $4,000 pretty easily over the course of a year. What would you do with that $4,000? Now, in our next video, we're actually going to take you on a bit of a field trip. We're going to go and collect data from a grocery store, and we're going to buy what you would buy if you were going to make one of our meals yourself, and we're going to compare the cost, and we're going to show you a little bit about the cost of waste, as well as just the cost of a plate of our meals if you were to try to go do it yourself. Thanks, and we'll see you again on the next one.